Alex scoffed at ghost stories. He believed in logic, in the tangible. The supernatural was for the gullible, not for him. His younger brother Brian had been the superstitious one, always seeing shadows and hearing whispers. Alex would just shake his head, attributing it to Brian's overactive imagination. They were as different as night and day, yet their bond was unbreakable. Brian, a free spirit, lived life on the edge, while Alex, grounded and cautious, preferred predictability. Despite their differences, they understood each other. Their late-night talks, filled with laughter and shared dreams, were precious. Alex cherished those memories, holding on to them like a lifeline. Then the unthinkable happened. Brian, always seeking adventure, died in a tragic accident. The news struck Alex like a physical blow. He felt a part of him was gone, a void that could never be filled. He clung to their shared memories, the echo of Brian's laughter, a painful reminder of his absence. The funeral, a somber affair, was a blur to Alex. He went through the motions, his mind numb with grief. He couldn't accept that Brian, so full of life, was gone. As he stood by the grave, a cold wind whipped around him, sending a shiver down his spine. It was as if the world itself mourned Brian's passing. Days turned into weeks, and the sharp edges of grief slowly dulled into a persistent ache. Alex, lost in his sorrow, barely registered the passage of time. He found solace in their shared childhood room, surrounded by Brian's belongings, each object a poignant reminder of his brother. One evening, as Alex sat by the window, lost in thought, the phone rang. He picked it up, expecting a call from a sympathetic relative. But what he heard sent a chill down his spine. Silence. A cold, empty silence. Then a faint whisper, barely audible, sent shivers down his spine. Alex. Alex. He recognized the voice instantly, Brian's. His blood ran cold. It couldn't be. Brian was gone. He hung up, his hand trembling, trying to rationalize the experience. He told himself it was a prank, a cruel joke, but deep down a seed of doubt had been sown. The phone rang again. The same number. The same chilling silence. This time the whisper was clearer, more insistent. Alex, I need your help. Alex! Panic welled up inside him. He slammed the phone down, his heart pounding against his ribs. Sleep offered no escape, only a torrent of nightmares. He would wake up in a cold sweat, the echo of Brian's voice ringing in his ears. He tried to convince himself it was grief playing tricks on his mind, but the line between reality and delusion was blurring. The strange occurrences escalated. Objects moved on their own. He would hear whispers, faint and indistinct in the dead of night. Shadows danced at the edge of his vision, disappearing when he turned to face them. Fear, a constant companion, gnawed at him. The phone calls continued, each one sending a fresh wave of terror through him. His skepticism crumbled in the face of the unexplainable. He couldn't deny the voice on the other end. It was Brian's, desperate and pleading. He confided in his mother, hoping for comfort, for reassurance that he wasn't going mad. But her reaction surprised him. Her face, etched with grief, contorted in fear. She had experienced strange occurrences too. Cold spots in the house, the scent of Brian's cologne, a fleeting glimpse of a shadowy figure. They clung to each other, united in their terror and confusion. The house, once a sanctuary of shared memories, now felt oppressive, filled with unseen eyes. They were prisoners in their own home, haunted by the echoes of the past. One night, as Alex lay in bed, unable to sleep, he heard his mother scream. He rushed to her room, his heart pounding in his chest. She was sitting up in bed, her eyes wide with terror, pointing to a shadowy figure standing in the corner. Panic surged through Alex. He had never seen the figure so clearly before, a tall, indistinct silhouette, shrouded in darkness. He could feel its cold, malevolent gaze fixed upon him. His mother, her face pale with terror, clutched his arm, her nails digging into his skin. "Brian!" Alex choked out, his voice trembling. The figure remained silent, its presence filling the room with an icy dread. It felt familiar yet alien, an unsettling mockery of someone he held dear. The phone on the bedside table rang, shattering the eerie silence. The caller ID showed Brian's name. Alex stared at it, his mind reeling. He picked up the phone, his hand shaking uncontrollably. But this time there was no voice, only a deafening static that pierced his eardrums. The shadowy figure moved towards them, its form shifting and swirling like smoke. Alex's fear gave way to a strange sense of calm. He knew with chilling certainty that this was not his brother, but something else, something masquerading in his memory. The figure lunged, its cold touch brushing against his cheek. He closed his eyes, bracing for the unknown. But instead of pain, he felt a strange sense of peace wash over him. Then, as quickly as it had appeared, the figure vanished, leaving behind only a lingering chill and the faint scent of Brian's cologne. The phone clattered to the floor, the call disconnected. Alex and his mother were left in stunned silence, the echo of the encounter hanging heavy in the air. The truth remained elusive, a puzzle with missing pieces. Had it been Brian trying to reach out, or something more sinister exploiting their grief? In the aftermath, Alex found himself questioning everything he had ever believed in. The line between reality and the supernatural had blurred, leaving him in a perpetual state of uncertainty. He was no longer the staunch skeptic, but a man forever haunted by the creepy call from beyond, a call that had shattered his reality and left him grappling with the unknown.